Normani, Dopamine. Let's talk about it.
I feel so bad for that girl.
In this day and age, there are a lot of artists who don't even sing and they do numbers because of the type of marketing team that they have. Now, Normani is a performer. I've seen her. I went to an Ariana Grande concert when she was on tour like years ago, and Normani was opening up for her. I will say though, my only note was I didn't hear too much singing from her. She was dancing her ass off though. She's a great performer. Everybody has been rooting for this girl ever since she had dropped Motivation. They're like, girl, where's the album? And she had a lot of issues with her music label. I don't know too many details about that. Do you?
From what I know, there's a lot of talk about the management delaying the album, not necessarily Normani. But then other people have theories that Normani also delayed it, or she had like performance anxiety. Reading here, she left Fifth Harmony 2018. She released a couple of singles and collaborations like the one with Sam Smith. She didn't actually release her own material until June 14th, 2024. You know how many years that is?
It's a long time.
She was at her peak with Motivation. That should have been the time where she should have at least an EP, because I think it's smart, especially for new artists, to drop an EP to give fans at least a taste of what they can bring in a full album.
You know what's kind of crazy though is that she's kind of mirroring Rihanna in a way, where Rihanna's more known for not dropping the new music that everyone wants versus what she's currently doing. And Normani, she had been at her peak in my opinion just by association, just by showing face, and for saying for years the album is coming, new music is coming, and then it never came until now. This anticipated album that everybody's like, this is about to be crazy, is now not even charting.
Unfortunately, I saw a video. A creator said that she's not even charting on Spotify. It's always a target to chart on Billboard, but if you're not even charting on Spotify, you're not really making numbers.
Aside from the actual music, just the visuals alone and how they marketed her, like I'm looking at her Instagram right now. While it's very clean, it's very minimal, and I do like the visuals, for this to be her first album, it didn't do anything for her. We all know that she's a beautiful girl and that she can perform, right? But these visuals didn't give any type of shock factor as to how big this album was supposed to be for her. She announced it by sitting on
A missile
in a lingerie set, which is totally fine. In my opinion, I feel like it's not a strong enough visual. I didn't really know where this was going. And then when you pair that visual next to like the music that we're listening to, for me, it does not match. And then she continues to drop more minimal like visuals that again does not match the music. Did we get any music videos? That's another thing. There were no big announcements for any of the singles dropped. And if there were, a lot of people didn't hear about it.
She might have posted like one or two TikToks, maybe a little bit before a drop of a single or music video, and then maybe one TikTok right after.
Not to bring in all the Fifth Harmony girls, Camila, she's also on a different path to, promoting her album. That girl's putting in work on social media. Whether you like the song or not, she is trending almost every other day. Where was that energy for Normani? Is she not putting in enough work on her socials? Is she even controlling her socials? Like, is she crafting things with her marketing team? Like, where's the communication? Because as far as I can tell, it was not a strong drop at all.
Normani does not have any music videos. She has a music video trailer. It's called Normani Dopamine First Dose. It's like a trailer for the album, and it's doing nothing.
See, what upsets me the most about her visuals is that she has the album cover, which was her on the missile, and then she releases another picture of her painted in chrome on another, I'm guessing, missile.
That should have been like a deluxe version.
That should have been the chrome edition or something. I don't get what they were trying to do with that. There was not enough marketing at all for this.
I will say that Normani parted ways with her former management in August 2023, and that's when she signed a new deal with a new management company. With that change in management in 2023, I think it really messed up the timeline for when she was releasing music and how she was going to market it.
Just by looking at her Instagram, if you don't know Normani, you would think that she was a model and not a singer.
Oh,